So we've enjoyed an unbeaten start to the season whilst beating the team that finished first and the team that finished fourth last year in the league. And today's episode's going to be a big one. Roll the intro. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sunderland FM22 save, where we find ourselves second in the table behind Brentford. And I bet you didn't expect me to say that when we started this video, but yeah, there you go. Level on points. We are one of three teams unbeaten. One of them is Liverpool, who, annoyingly, right, Liverpool and Brentford have scored more goals than me. One more goal than me is what they've scored, but we have only conceded 2 in 5 games, which is absolutely incredible. Both of them covering against Man City, actually, where we got a 2-2 draw. But yes, as you can see, we're not doing too badly. In the league, we have drawn our last 2 games, but that is because they were against Man City, who won the league last year, and we got a 2-2 draw away from home. Very nice. And a 0-0 draw against Arsenal. We were at home. It was at the Stadium of Light, but I feel like, you know, we've had 2 good performances. We've also just beaten Cardiff 2-0 in the Carabao Cup third round, which is great because we completely rotated the team. Robin Lenormand was the only starting player that kept his position, so he's in. But yeah, overall, very good. We've also played Jablonek off camera because I just thought, you know, we're probably going to beat them. There's no need to show that game because especially when coming up, we had Newcastle in the time we're Derby and Bayer Leverkusen, who are the toughest team in the group. So I thought that would be a much better episode to do. Newcastle in the time we're Derby and Bayer Leverkusen as well. But yeah, as you can see, the season has actually started reasonably well. And I've gone in and I've had a big tactical deep dive, rethink. And if you want to watch me on stream, I'm streaming a Wrexham save at twitch.tv/culturedleftfoot. I nearly forgot where I stream it. Yeah, come in there. I'm going to be doing some deep tactical stuff and deep diving and going in, looking at players, what's the best way to play. I feel like those sorts of videos can bog down YouTube a little bit, so maybe we'll do one next season or when we start a new save. I'll start with a bit of a tactical episode. But yeah, we've gone to a 4-2-3-1 with 2 holding midfielders now, moving away from the 4-4-2, which was a little bit game breaking is how I want to describe it. I mean, we were getting some good results, but now it's much more focused on the players we've got. As you can see, we've got a target forward in there. We're encouraging. The only way I can sum this up, right, we play a lot more like Liverpool now. We're basically, it's trying to get quality and quantity of crosses into the box to hit Lorenzo Luca in our case. But we've gone back to using attacking midfielder, which means Van der Beek's getting a little bit more game time whenever he's not injured. He's been injured twice since being at the club. McAllister's coming into his own playing in that role, which is great. It allows us to play Marcio Romeo as well as our youngster that's coming through, although he's not really impressed yet. He did have a good season-ish with Bolton in League One. I think the Premier League might be a bit of a step up. But yeah, 1 game in the Carabao Cup was 6.4. And that was against Cardiff. So he's not really impressed too much. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We tweak it with who we're playing. Today, or tomorrow, technically, we are away at Newcastle. So we're going to be mixing it up a little bit. And do you know what? It makes the game a little. The game's great when you win, isn't it? But I think having tactical battles where you've got to think about what you're doing just makes the game that little bit more enjoyable and fun and realistic. And that's what ideally what we want to do. So we might not be as good as last year, but we're going to have a lot of fun playing this way as we take on Newcastle, who currently sit in 6th. They're doing pretty well. It'll be very interesting to see how we go. You might have seen the news very briefly that Max Aarons is now happy at the club. He's not upset that, you know, we didn't accept a bid for him or anything like that. So Max Aarons is now happy to be here. We're not going to give him a new contract because, to be honest, I really like that release fee of 80 grand. And so 80 grand, 80 million pounds. So yeah, I'm happy to keep him on that. And the new skin is here. We're using Zealand's skin, as you can see from the little Z in the corner. I just wanted to give it a go. I mean, you get a lot of information on the screen, which is really, really good for the way I play the game. It seems to load a little bit quicker. It seems to not take up so much processing as well. So, all in all, pretty good. As Gallagher is facing... Okay. The reaction of some of Gallagher's teammates will be a further concern. Dodings will be keen to appease the concern. So this has been released in the press by 442, and I've got a chance to discuss it with the squad. Why not? Come on, let's go and Elise, I mean, none of you are brilliant. Why doesn't Connor deserve a new contract? We think he does. He's asking for absolutely unreasonable things. If he got his way, you'll all be queuing up. If it keeps everyone happy, he can have a new deal. I don't really want to say that. I've listened, but I'm not convinced. Get back to work. Get back to work. I offered him a new deal at the end of the season, but he wasn't prepared to wait. He needs to show some patience. Yeah. He deserves a new deal now, and you keep on stalling. That's why he's frustrated. I could just say, this was productive. Thanks. I can't kick the chair. I'm going to point the finger. I'm not in the mood. You can make all the threats you want. My decision stands. This is just another reason to doubt you. It's not the right... it's not... Right. I'm very disappointed. This was a chance to work things out. All I've learned is that I have some very professional players on my hands. Those three, their days might be numbered. Who was it? It was... obviously, Conor Gallagher's the ringleader. We know that. It was Mark Gray who supports his teammate. It was Michael Elise. And it was the youngster, Romeo, who's got lots of teams interested in him. So he might be out the door very, very soon. Let's wait and see. Newcastle coming up, 2nd v 6. Time we're Derby. Okay, so coming into this game, a couple of changes already tactically. We're going for a balanced mentality away our big rivals. We just want to see how the game unfolds before we look into that. We're going to try and hit earlier crosses because Lorenzo Luca is going to start up front. So we're going to see if we can get the ball in, maybe some knockdowns for the attacking players coming in as well. And we've taken off everything about tackling hard. I think in a derby game, passions are going to be higher. You don't need to encourage the players to go and tackle harder anyway. I think they'll do that pretty much naturally. So we're going to keep it as it is and see how we get on. So the lineup will be Bazzuno in goal. Right back will be Max Aarons, obviously, now that he's happy to settle in and be here. We're not going to use 2 ball-playing defenders, which is what I have been doing. We're just going to have 1. And actually, we're going to switch this around. Because what I've been finding is... why can't you just be a central defender? There we go. What I've been finding is when you have the ball-playing defender right behind the ball-winning midfielder, they get in each other's way quite a lot. And you'll realise in a minute how I've been noticing that. So we will have Lenormand as the ball-playing defender. Callum Doyle can sit next to him. On the left-hand side, it will be Sergio Gomez, who has been superb. Camavinga carries on as the Segundo Volante. He's loved that position, really enjoyed it. And next to him is going to be, Kondogbia, the big guy. But I think we're going to start Sambi Lokonga next to him. On the right-hand side, it would normally be Jared Bowen, struggling for fitness, 75 minutes, so he can definitely start. In behind the striker will be Alexis McAllister, and on the left will be Amin Guerri. And then at target forward, Lorenzo Luca. Dane Scarlett on the bench. We'll go with Elisa. No, we'll go with Langer on the bench. Conor Gallagher on the bench. Højbjerg on the bench. We'll have Ben Johnson. Igor Diviev. I don't really want to bring Mark Gray on because he's been moaning, but he is very versatile, so he'll come on the bench. And the youngster McCaughlin as well will come on to the bench. That's how we're going to line up. As you can see, cross more often, aim towards the target man. Cross more often, aim towards the target man. Cross more often, aim towards the target man. And cross more often, aim towards the target man. And we're hitting those early crosses, which means we're trying to get Lorenzo Luca's head on the ball, which is ideal. When you've got a 6-foot-something striker, that really helps out. It does really, really help out. We have got a few individual instructions on the opposition as well, but we'll have to see what they do. So if you're enjoying the series, if you like what was coming out at you from the channel and from Football Manager, please do leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Massively helps the channel out. Yeah, it should be very interesting. They've brought in Calvert-Lewin to start over Isaac today. Make sure you give it everything. I think that's a good thing to say. I trust you to make the difference. I trust you to make the difference. I trust you to make the difference. So this, like, we're playing in 2D for a little bit. And we're playing on comprehensive, whatever it's called. I didn't mean to press... Why did I press home? Kick off. I want to get into the game first. That's why. We're playing on extended highlights. I've done a few on comprehensive. But yeah. So we will go back to 3D at some point, but this is the best way. You get to see the whole pitch, you get to see how your team are lining up defensively, you get to see a few more tactics, a few more highlights, sorry, and you can see how the tactics are forming, and I feel like it's a very useful thing to do, as Sismiak has a corner headed away by Lenormand, and Paredes will pick that up, and he's going to have a bit of time. Guru, the good header. McAllister can't get there. Ravella into Dodo, but nothing really happens. So Gomez with the ball. Dodo robs him, and Newcastle will be favourites for this. They've spent a lot of money and they are at home as Onana goes long. Pedro tries to head in. Calvert-Lewin wins the header, and that's a good ball through to Pedro, and we're getting sort of beaten in behind. Dodo with a fierce shot. A big fan of Dodo. The channel in itself is a big fan. We're going to go to positive. I feel like we need to put them on the back foot a little bit more. Camavinga, Max Aarons, McAllister, Sambi Lokonga, Doyle, ball across. Max Aarons will keep it in. Luca with the header, and that's what we're aiming for. Create those crossing opportunities to get Lorenzo Luca in there. As Gomez will take this corner, and Lenormand can't get that. I've just realised the corners I haven't updated from the old tactic, because we want Lorenzo Luca in there, and we'll have Camavinga attacking from the edge, because Lorenzo Luca's a giant, so it would make sense to have him in the box looking for the header and the knockdowns. So goal kick. Onana takes it short to Soleil. Now they're playing 3 at the back, which means in theory they should be able to do well with crosses, but I'm hoping that the space they leave in behind their attacking wing-backs, Dodo and whoever's on the left, Luis Diaz, should give us a bit of space to attack into, with the likes of Jarrod Bowen, who's won the ball high up the pitch into Lorenzo Luca. It's 1-0, and I think it's going to count. It didn't look anywhere near offside, and that is superb. They're blaming Onana, saying his decision to come out was rash, but I don't think it was. You've got to blame Paredes in here, not really seeing where Jarrod Bowen was. He picks the ball up, a lovely ball through in between the centre-backs, and Onana did come out quickly, but Lorenzo Luca fires home. And yeah, I mean, you can just see so much more tactically when the game is in 2D. I'm not planning to stick with it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. But at the moment, it just feels so much easier to see what's going on. Jarrod Bowen, Max Aarons is just holding the ball, gets around his man. Is he going to swing in an early cross? Gives it into Jarrod Bowen. Bowen's there. McAllister! It's 2-0 away at Newcastle. And Onana looks like he's had another shocker there. And both players have celebrated in that corner. I'm going to suggest that's where the Sunderland fans are. But Max Aarons gets past his man into Jarrod Bowen. It's the second assist for Bowen. He looks to be a superb signing alone. I thought Onana should save it. He didn't. But Alexis McAllister, he's got competition in Van der Beek, but really there's one standout player for that attacking midfield role, and at the moment it is Alexis McAllister, as Newcastle still determined to play out from the back, as Luis Diaz into Paredes, Ravella into Demiral, Soleil, Paredes again, already been caught on the ball once, and they're determined to try and get Paredes on the ball. He must be listed as a playmaker for them, and they're desperate to get it into his feet. Ravella spreads it wide. Dodo wins the header. Pedro Goncalves into Calvert-Lewin, who we've kept quiet so far. Luis Diaz on the left-hand side picks it up, cuts it all the way back towards Dodo. Headed down, Goncalves, Dodo again, and it's gone past the post. I think it was a save from Bazzuno. We're just going to give them a quick shout of praise. I know they may score from this, but we are 2-0 up. As Demiral's header, Bazzuno with a comfortable save. 24 minutes gone. Give the lads some praise. We're playing well. Free kick. Left-hand side. Sismiak. Demiral with the header, and it's 2-1. I shouldn't have praised them. We were playing really well. We should have focused, but, you know, Demiral's good in the air. It looks like we're marking what. He's an absolute giant. Who's he? He's okay. He's out jumping Alexis McAllister. We may have to just have a... We might have to bring Lorenzo Luca back for defensive set pieces. Max Aarons into Bowen. Camavinga. Can he get a shot off Camavinga? Camavinga does over the bar, though. He's not the best at his long-range shooting, and we do have him on shoot less as a Segundo Volante, but yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Bowen lays it back. Camavinga again. Another shot blocked this time. He'll keep it in play. Puts a cross in. McAllister again isn't going to get that. Calvert-Lewin looking to break for Newcastle, and Lokonga, fantastic tackle. That's what we love to see from our ball-winning midfielder, sitting in front of the back four, doing a great job. So it's going to go out for a throw-in. It's a bit of a strange highlight to come back for. Gomez will take it short to Guerri because he's not told to lob it long into the box. In it goes. Luca with the header. He's got to score. It's basically a free header at the back post, and Lorenzo Luca misses. He was under pressure but should do better. As you can see, we're dominating the game really, really well. I'm going to say, I want to say don't, yeah, I'm going to point the finger and say don't let it drop, because our performances have been great. And then we'll do the old, you know, good cop, well, it's sort of bad cop, lesser bad cop, not really good cop, because we're still pointing at them and saying we believe in you. But yeah, into the second half, 2-1 up, playing really well, creating some chances. The crosses seem to work. Obviously, when we bring Scarlett on, we take all the crosses off. We work the ball into the box a little bit more, trying to create more perfect opportunities. But I like the way how we're playing this. I think Alanga's going to come on for Guerri on the left in a minute, as Demiral picks up the ball into Soleil. Demiral. So yeah, apologies if the videos are a little bit longer while we're watching more highlights and we're getting a bit more in-depth tactically about what we're trying to do. But we are definitely playing towards the strengths of the signings we've made now, as Max Aarons does well there. Lenormand into Bowen. Bowen can come forward with it. Camavinga, McAllister, Luca. Oh, what a ball into Guerri. Guerri's not really got much space there. Back towards Camavinga. That's going to be an easy save for Onana. Camavinga clears it away. Demirel's going to have loads of time. He's dallying on the ball a little bit. Paredes there. Calvert-Lewin back to Ravella. Into Pedro Goncalves. Into Ravella again. Great ball through to Szymanski. Szymanski into Luis Diaz. He's hit the bar and Dodo keeps it alive. Guerri heads it away. God, that was close to making it 2-2 and it's not over yet. Newcastle to Paredes. Into Szymanski again. Luis Diaz on the overlap as the wing-back. Good closing down from Max Aarons. And it does give Newcastle a corner. We're going to make that change. Guerri off, Elanga on. The centre-backs aren't playing very well. I'm just wondering if we just tell Lenormand now to say don't do anything risky with it. Just play as a normal centre-back. You don't need to bring the ball out. Let's just give the ball to Camavinga and see if that can just make the centre-backs play a little bit better as it comes in. Headed away. Dodo's there to pick it up again. Szymanski is again cutting there. The cut back to nobody, but he was offside. So luckily, nothing's going to happen from that. Gomez into Elanga. Back to Gomez. Picks out Alexis McAllister. He went for the shot. It's blocked. Elanga tried to put it back into the box. And it's cleared away again. 56 minutes gone. 2-1. Okay, next sub coming up. Lokonga on a yellow card is going to come off. And Højbjerg is going to come on to replace him. Really, really gutted that Kondogbia is not available for this game. When you think we got Kondogbia on a free, he's sort of become a little bit instrumental to how we play now. And we are doing well. Lenormand again, really not getting into the game. Well, I suppose we don't need him to get into the game. He's a centre-back. We just need him to win his headers and keep us a clean... no more goals. Concede no more goals. Gomez puts it in. Looking for Luca. Camavinga's there. Into Max Aarons. Will he cross this from deep? No, Camavinga keeps it alive again. Into Luca. Great ball round the corner. Jared Bowen. Oh, it's off the line. Camavinga! It might be offside for that Bowen. I don't think it is. Camavinga gets it. It was really well kept off the line by Ramos, but Camavinga pounced as the Segundo Volante, just pushing up from that deep position. Really, really good stuff as Camavinga into Luca. Great ball through to Jared Bowen. Onana, he's not had the best of games. I don't know why Ramos is trying to pass that there, but it's 3-1. And it didn't. The shout didn't work last time, but we're definitely going to give him some praise this time. 3-1 up away from home. 6.5 still for Lenormand, but I'm happy for it to stay that way. Elanga, get the ball. He does get there first. Elanga into the box. Was he fouled? No, he wasn't. And Doyle wins the header, but it falls to Pedro Goncalves. Højbjerg's over there. Happy with that. Professional foul on the counter-attack. 7 minutes to go. And we could be on for another very famous derby win. Jared Bowen, McAllister, Lorenzo Luca, Camavinga. Great ball over top. Anthony Elanga's in. Anthony Elanga, great block on it, and Wells clears it away. Really not long to go. Lots of highlights coming though. Højbjerg into Anthony Elanga again. On that right foot, tries to curl it over the bar. So we have made our third and final change. It's Diviev on. As Bentancur's there. Great save from Bazunu. We've put Diviev on for Lenormand at the back. Just a bit more height, a bit more physicality at the back. And Lenormand not playing brilliantly anyway. So yeah, Diviev on. He hasn't played in a while, and he was one of the names we're looking to shift out, so shouldn't be costing us now. With 2 minutes to go, it's going to be a good time where Derby win, I think. As Soleil is on the ball, Augustine into Ravella, Calvert-Lewin into Wells. Wells is in, good save from Bazanu, and what we've done is kept Dominic Calvert-Lewin so quiet. It's actually surprising to see the centre backs on pretty low rating, because Newcastle, other than the one goal they've scored, haven't really threatened us, and it's a cracking 3-1 win away at Newcastle. Playing it like that, thinking about it tactically, one, does get you pretty more accurate in-game stats that you'd probably see in real life. And it makes you think it's so much better when you play that way. But look at that. 3 of the front 4 or 5 that we played getting goals. Absolutely superb. Or assists. And Camavinga getting a goal as well. I'm going to say that very happy with that result and the way you played. Brilliant stuff. Bring on Bayer Leverkusen, that's what I say. Okay, so we're back against the game. Back against the game for Leverkusen. No, Dave. Alright, so we're back for the game against Leverkusen. That's much better English. And yeah, one change to the starting lineup. Kondogbia is coming back in because he's now back to fitness, so he's going to come as the ball-winning midfielder. I think for this one, I'm tempted to just start Lenormand as a normal centre-back, because Leverkusen are actually a lot better than what I gave them credit for when I checked out the team. They do have a very good team that I'm sure we'll see in a minute. I'm quite tempted to say we'll start Elanga as well, because he had much more of an impact against Newcastle. We're going for the hit early crosses, and we're trying to focus the play down this right-hand side. The scouts report that we had said that the left-hand side was their weakest. They've conceded quite a few goals from that, so we'll see how that happens. But yeah, overall, we're still trying to hit crosses into the box for Luca. It worked in the last game. He got a goal. We got a couple of chances from crosses as well. So yeah, let's get straight into it. We've selected one substitute, Diviev. Oh yeah, Diviev's off the bench. We brought on Guay. He gives us a bit more versatility when we have a little bit of a limited number of subs. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I mean, they've got a good team in terms of the likes of Yusuf Poulsen. Oh, they've actually started Roland Salai. They've not started Schick, who I thought they would start up front. Patrick Schick. No, they haven't. But they do have Mustafi on the bench, so hopefully he comes on and completely messes up like he did plenty of times for Arsenal. Yeah, that's the aim. But can we go for a very, 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 very good episode where we beat our Tyne-Wear rivals Newcastle, and can we beat the hardest team in the Europa League stage at home? We'll have to wait and see. They've got the ball from kickoff to start, out to Frimpong on the right. Simakan, who I don't know too much about, but yeah, we are still asking to press relatively high up the pitch, but we're a good defensive shape, and we generally do start games reasonably well. We've gone back to a positive mentality because I feel like that works so well against Newcastle. When we changed it, we seem to create more as Doyle's on it. Kondogbia is now back to just sit in front of that back three. You can see there, right? You can see this is what we want. This is what we wanted. So Lenormand, as the ball playing, well, he was previously the ball playing defender, and that is what he likes to do naturally. But he brought the ball out, and Kondogbia just sat there, right, in his little defensive zone. There's no one really around him. We've got Callum Doyle waiting behind him as well in case there's a counter-attack. Bowen and McAllister and Luca all trying to link up quickly, giving space for Max Aarons to bomb on behind. Now, we probably won't use him. What's probably going to happen here is Bowen's going to give it to McAllister, and we're going to knock this into the path of Lorenzo Luca. But there's options, and that's what we want. And you can see as well, Camavinga bombing on from holding midfield. So technically, he should be lining up next to Kondogbia if he wasn't a Segundo Volante. But because he's Segundo Volante, he bombs on and tries to support the attacking. And we've got the option of a big long field cross pass out to Elanga as well. So let's see how it goes. McAllister comes forward with it. You can see Max Aarons has got beyond his man, but McAllister's still going into Bowen. It's all getting a bit congested now. But Bowen's there, shoots. Good save from Leno, and McAllister hits the post. But I like the fact there's options when we do that build-up play. McAllister on it all the way back to Doyle, who now does have some options. He uses Lenormand. Lenormand comes forward with it. Max Aarons, great run and great pass into him as well. Max Aarons into Bowen. Bowen back to McAllister. Elanga shot blocked. It's bouncing around, and Lenormand couldn't keep it in place, but Doyle does, as Doyle comes forward with it. Picks out Aarons again. Max Aarons should be whipping in those crosses. It's not a good ball. I don't even know what he was trying there. Oh, but Lorenzo Luca nearly got, well, very fortunate from that back pass, but it's cleared away. Corner ball. I've got to change the corners. I keep forgetting to bring Lorenzo Luca into the middle because that's where he's most effective. Right, Elanga picked up the clearance from that corner. Gomez back into Elanga. Squares it. Nobody's there to put it in. And Frimpong with an easy clearance as Yusuf Poulsen tries to clear up. But we are getting the better of Leverkusen early on. And I just think with 20 minutes gone, we're about to have a highlight. But I feel like they are really not. From the highlights we've seen, they are not leaving people forward at all. So we're going to get Kondogbia on. But we are going to ask him to hold that position in front of the back four. Don't go chasing the ball all around. And that is going to allow us to put, I think, both of Lenormand and Doyle onto what they want to be, which is ball-playing defenders. So you can see they're not really playing for a counter-attack at the moment, Leverkusen. They're not leaving people forward as Kondogbia is there. And he goes, Camavinga over the bar. Lovely ball from Kondogbia in, and Camavinga just misses his chance. And because they're not playing for this counter-attack, I think the 4-on-3 that we've got at the moment should be enough to allow us to push Kondogbia on a little bit more. He's still holding his position. Great run from Gomez. Camavinga with a header. I really want him to be picking out Lorenzo Luca there. I want Lorenzo Luca to be just sitting in between the goalposts. I don't know why he drifted out to the edge of the box. Another highlight. Gomez does take the ball off Doyle. Elanga, who's picked up a little knock, plays it infield looking for Luca. Elanga will get on the end of it. He's got Gomez on the overlap. Gomez is going to get to the byline. Cross it in. Luca with a header. Great save from the goalkeeper. I'm just wondering if I want us to get I do want us to get more of those crosses in because he's winning the headers. So I want him to cross from deep. And we'll do the same with Max Aarons as well. Just to try and get those balls into Luca. Because when he's in there, he's winning them. You can see now he's marking the goalkeeper. Gomez puts it in. It's headed away at the near post by Simakan. And Diaby will pick this one up. But 33 minutes gone. We're the better team by far. As Max Aarons has another throw. McAllister into Aarons again. Crossed in. Luca back post. Free header. Should be a goal. Referee's going to call it back here. They're calling for an offside against Lorenzo Luca. It didn't look it. They're checking it in VAR. And it's given. Yeah, it didn't look offside. It did not look offside. He gets his 4th goal of the season. I think 3 of them have been headers. And he's just unmarked at the back post. Great cross from Max Aarons. Great movement from Luca to pull away. We'll see here. We'll get the lines now. As McAllister. Aarons puts it in. He's well on the side there. Took a little step back to get the perfect header. And that is the perfect goal that this tactic that I've designed is playing for. And I love it. Kondogbia, ball in. Adams is there to head it away. I mean, they can just... Look at this. This is why we can have 2 ball-playing defenders. Because when one of them pushes up like Doyle's doing right now, Lenormand will stay back. He finds Camavinga. Bowen into Camavinga. What a ball. McAllister. Oh, it's hit the post and Van Drongelen gets it away. We are absolutely dominating Bayer Leverkusen here. Leno goes long with the ball. Lenormand gave Doyle a shout and he left it. Brought it down well. Ilanga. Kondogbia. Out to Bowen. What a ball that is from Kondogbia. Bowen into Aarons. And I think that was a shot. It was a poor shot, and I think it was a shot. But we have been playing so well, and I'm going to say we deserve to be ahead. You're playing really well. I sort of want to be in this bit. This is where I want to say, you know, don't get complacent. And I think the best sort of thing you can do that is you've got the ability to make a difference. It's sort of the midpoint about saying it. But yeah, man, I know this is going to be a longer video and I know this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but to be able to see tactically a formation that I've put together from scratch working like this it's just fantastic in a way I like to play the game, and it puts a massive smile on my face. We actually have Kondogbia on a 6.6, but again, judging by the highlights, I think Kondogbia's been playing reasonably well as Ilanga flicks that one on. Leno will just pick up the nod back to him. I'm just got to be a little bit worried about Ilanga. I want to know what that injury is, because I don't want to keep him on when we've got Guerri on the bench. As Bowen does get to the byline, Lorenzo Luca's there. Leno claims it really well because Luca is very, very tall and very good at winning those headers. Good header from Kondogbia again. Ilanga back to Kondogbia. Ilanga up to McAllister, who's just such a busybody in around that attacking midfield spot. He's great to have. Alexis McAllister. Lenormand keeps it alive. Puts it in. Jared Bowen one-on-one. Great save from Leno. Top save from the goalkeeper. 50 minutes gone and we get a dangerous corner now. As Gomez will look to swing this one in. Doyle with a header. It's 2-0. And again, you put a big guy on the goalkeeper like Lorenzo Luca, and he's going to struggle to get away and come and claim those crosses and make a good save. Look how tall he is, Lorenzo Luca. And Leno can't get to the ball. It's not a foul, but Lorenzo Luca's holding his ground. 2-0 up. Absolutely superb performance. And we are playing so well at the moment. Camavinga. Back to Lenormand. Lenormand into Kondogbia. Back to Doyle. Keeping the ball. Lovely stuff. Doyle, not ball playing defender, can take more risks. Brings it out of the bench. Camavinga, if only he could shoot, man. He is a defensive player, which is why I like him in the holding midfield role. But, oh man, his shooting is so bad. Paulson, great ball through to Sakiri. Sakiri shoots over the bar. Bazuno put him off probably, I imagine. I'm guessing. But yeah, we're playing superb. I love this. And I bang on about it, but this is the joy you get when you can create a tactic from scratch, which one, plays like real life, and two, makes you feel amazing when you see the plays that you're lining up in your head come off. Luca, target forward man, drops that. Kondogbia, ball through to Lorenzo Luca. Terrible finish. Absolutely, that's where Dane Scarlett scores and Lorenzo Luca doesn't, right? Dane Scarlett would put that away with ease. So what is Ilanga's injury? A knee injury. We're going to take him off for Guerri. And I think we've got it wrapped up. So we don't need you guys actually taking the risks anymore back there. And we can keep Kondogbia back just a little bit more like he was before, sitting in front of the back four. 2-0 up. We don't need to really take risks and push everybody forward. McAllister. Kondogbia is on the edge of the area. Shoots. Oh my word. What a goal from Jeffrey Kondogbia. Jeffrey Kondogbia has changed my opinion on signing people over the age of 30 on Football Manager, right? Because I said before, he has made he's made himself critical to how we play in what he does in that ball-winning midfield role in front of the back four, allowing Camavinga to run off. He has been sensational. 32, and we bought him on as a free transfer from Spurs. Unbelievable bit of business, that. Unbelievable bit of business. And I bet none of you thought he would be the signing I'm raving on about the most. Him and Luka have been absolutely superb. Oh, Camavinga, so much space. It was a great block on the shot. But yeah, Camavinga, those runs don't get picked up by defenders. Coming from deep and then pushing forward is absolutely brilliant. McAllister into Gomez. Can he get the cross in? No, he can't. And Kondogbia will keep this one back. Into Doyle. He's got Lenormand square. Yeah, simple. Simple. He's got Camavinga in a bit of space. There he is. I'm calling the passes because I know where it should go. Max Aarons. Back to Camavinga. Put that cross in the box. Put that cross in the box. He does. Luka can't get there. And Lenormand gets it away. Callum Doyle. Callum Doyle comes forward. McAllister, Guerri, Luka, Camavinga. Finally, oh, it's a little dink. That's where 3Ds look so much better. But 4-0. We are playing really well. And Camavinga, he's missed so many chances. Probably does deserve that goal. He's played really well from midfield. Look how high up the pitch he is as a Segundo Volante. It's wonderful to see. And it's one-touch football. Little dink. 4-0. We can afford to make a potential another change. We'll do Bowen off. We'll bring on... let's give Conor Gallagher a game because he's been moaning. He can play in behind the strikers. McAllister can go out wide. I feel like we should rest someone, but then also there's no need. We had a big rest between Newcastle in this game, so yeah, we'll take Jared Bowen off. He's just coming back from an injury, so we'll see. Hopefully that doesn't affect us too much. But Gallagher on the ball now. We could do Dane Scarlett for Luka and take off the crossing and keep the ball a bit more, but I don't know, 4-0, we might as well just go for the throw, innit? They're not going to... They shouldn't score 4. Lorenzo Luka over the bar, and that's what I mean, man. The tactic is working superbly. You get people forward, you're playing to your strengths. We are dominating Bayer Leverkusen, and really, with a performance like this, we should win this group relatively easily. Right, we are going to give... We're just going to see what happens with this highlight as Diaby loses out. McAllister, Camavinga flicks it onto Conor Gallagher. Over the top to Lorenzo Luka. I'm just thinking Dane Scarlett's pace in behind. Right, really help us out now because we are all over them. Right, Lorenzo Luka, fantastic game. Round of applause for Lorenzo Luka. Dane Scarlett comes on as the advance forward. Now, we've very quickly... I need to set up a second tactic because, as you can see, I haven't even named this one yet. So I need to set it up so that we stop focusing on the all that stuff can stay. We stop aiming for all the crosses going into the box. We change how we play a little bit. We bring our sort of passing into play a little bit more, I guess is the way to describe it. You can see how much I have like player instructions utilized and crossing and things like that on there now where you see me get rid of it. But yeah, in theory, this is what we want. Now we can work it into the box and pass it into space because we've got the pace of Dane Scarlett getting in behind. Leverkusen might score because we've taken off Lorenzo Luka, who was on like an 8.2 or something. But ideally, it gives us another option. It's a good tactical change to make. It's going to rest Lorenzo Luka, who is now, again, fundamental to how we play. As Guri comes forward, you saw Scarlett there straight away trying to run in behind. Ball in. Dane Scarlett with a header. I mean, it's fresh legs. Fresh legs is doing everything we need. This will put us top of the group. We were top of the Premier League until Liverpool won as well. And this is a fantastic episode to show you why tactics are great in Football Manager. If you can look at your squad and do what you want to do, you can come up with some wonderful things to get it working. I haven't seen many 4-2-3-1s with two holding midfielders at play in this series with all the other YouTubers I watch and stuff. But we have just won the Time We're Derby and beaten the hardest team in our group comfortably. By a country mile, we have beaten that. We've managed to rest 3 players that have been playing really well for us as well. And absolutely fantastic. What an episode. What a couple of performances. Young Boys Burn goes second. We're 2 wins from 2. It's a twisted knee. 3 to 4 days isn't too bad, to be honest. A dominant performance. 538 grand in the bank as well. And Kondogbia, man of the match. He is on fire right now. He was creative best with his 4 key passes. Absolutely superb. Loving it. Absolutely loving this. Right, we'll be back for... I think we're going to play quite a bit. We're going to play all of this. I think we'll come back for Young Boys Burn Burnley, and then we'll come back for Tottenham Jablonec as well, I think. Like, we could do Bayer Man United, but I feel like we've just done Bayer Leverkusen, so I don't want to do them back to back. So yeah, we'll do Young Boys Bern and Burnley. That's 2 different games at home, so we'll see how they go. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about all of that. Am I rabbiting on about my tactics too much? I love it. I love this game. Unbeaten so far this season. It's going very, very well. But thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.